Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Puna Ishvaru Guru Ratmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dhyaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Om Shanti 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sutra number 66. First I chant, then you repeat. Tri Rupa Bhanga Purvakam Nitya Dashya Nitya Kanta Bhajanatmakam Prema Karyam Premaiva Karyam. I repeat it again. Trirupa Bhanga Purvakam Nitya Dashya Nitya Kanta Bhajanatmakam Prem Karyam Premaiva Karyam. Trirupa Bhanga Purvakam Nitya Dashya Nitya Kanta Bhajanatmakam Prem Karyam Premaiva Karyam. This sutra contains these words: Trirup Bhanga Purvakam Nitya Dashya Nitya Kanta Bhajanatmakam Prem Karyam Prem Eva Karyam. In previous sutras, we have studied that Narad ji said, if you are not able to renounce your desires, your anger, your hatred, or other bad habits, then these bad habits too you can connect with the God. Tad arpit akhilacharasan kam krodhadi abhimanadi tasmin neva karaniyam. You connect your all bad habits with the God, and then rest will God do. But Narad is saying here, it does not mean that these bad habits are good. You have to leave them. You have to renounce them. Your devotion should be pure. Your devotion should be pavitra. So Narad ji here says, transcend all three gunas. Tribhanga, Trirupa Bhanga Purvakam. Three means three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. These three gunas, your love to divine should be beyond of three gunas. Your love of the divine should be without anger, without greed. So seekers should try always. Tribhanga Purvakam. Another meaning is, like in yoga, in other path of knowledge, we have studied that in ultimate state, the Triputi will disappear. Triputi means, in yoga, there are three factors. Dhyata, meditator, Dheya, the object of meditation and meditation. In last state, these three will disappear. Only pure consciousness will remain. Here also in Bhakti, Narad is saying, Trirup Bhanga Purvakam. Your love should be in last state. The highest level Bhakti is beyond of the duality. Duality will disappear. In last state of Bhakti, in devotion, the worshipper, the worshipped, and the process of worshipping, these three will disappear. Only that state is absolute Bhakti. In this state, pure consciousness will remain. So Narad is saying here, Tribhanga Purvakam. Prema eva karyam. The seeker is guided by the Narad. Your work is, your job is only love the God. Only extreme love to God. Extreme desire of God. Prema karya. The point is here, love is not an action. Like walking is an action. You may walk, you may not. Eating is an action. You may eat, you may not, you can stop. So activity can be started, can be stopped. Narad is here saying, Prema eva karyam. You do love. You create the love, but love cannot be created. Because love is not activity. It happens. It happens. Even in bodily life. Even in bodily life, you cannot love by force. You cannot make love anyone by force. Any other things can be done by force. You can make angry anyone by force. If you want to make angry someone, it is easy. It can be done. If you want to make greedy someone, it can be done easily. There are some methods. But you cannot make a person love by force. It happens. So Narad here saying, Prema eva karyam. For devotee, the only work is love. Love with the divine. But how? So you create some situations and love will happen. You have to create some situations, then automatically love of divine will happen. Prema eva karyam. You do not have any other job. In previous state, when we were a common man, we were working and God was giving fruits. In this state, your work is only love, love and love to divine. The another question is, in love, there are two persons, two things, 2 points. 2 points. Lover and another object. And relation between both. Here, Narad was asked what relation we should take with God. What relation we should make with the divine. Because in worldly things, we know this is the object. This is an object, and I love that object. This is a person, I love that person. In case of the God, you do not know anything. It is unknown. Unknown. So how to make a relation? And what relation? Here we have mother, father, brother, sister, and so many relations. But with God, which relation we should maintain? Here I remember a very beautiful poem was given by Tulsidas. Very beautiful. I am giving the meaning of that poem. He wrote, Tu dayalu deena ho, tu dhanya ho bhikhari. It is like this. Once Lord Sri Ram told to Tulsidas, you are my devotee. And you are asking many times, oh Lord, or you are praying. So what relation between you and me? What relation between us? Tulsidas said to Ram, O Ram, very beautiful poem, very beautiful bhajan. Tu dayalu deena ho, tu dhanya ho bhikhari. He said, O Krishna, O Ram, O Lord, in between us, there are so many relations. The first, you are the merciful, and I am the destitute. You are the ocean of compassionate, and I am in a state of misery. This is the relation between us. You need me and I need you. Another relation. You grant wishes and I am the seeker, I am the beggar. You grant wishes. You need someone. And I am beggar, I am also need someone. And the relation, he says, I am a well-known fallen one. I am the well-known sinner. And you absolve the heap of the sins. And another relation is, you are protect of the orphans. And there is no orphans like me. Tu anath, my anath, tu nath. And he says, another relation, you are the Brahman, and I am the individual soul. Another relation, you are perceptor, and I am disciple. He says, there are so many unlimited, infinite relationship between us, you and me. And finally, he says, so you assume the one you like. Tohi mohi nate anek. Maniye jo bhave. There are so many relations. So, between the devotee and the God, there are unlimited relations. Any relation can be established. Any relation you can make with God. Any relation. Tameva mata cha pita tameva. Tameva bandhus cha sakha tameva. The devotee prays to God, oh God, you are my father. And as well as mother, you are my brother, friend, wealth, health, everything. There are so many relations. But in Bhakti Darshan, in philosophy of the devotion, 5 relations are given in the philosophy of the devotion. 5. These are Dasya, Shant, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. I repeat it again. 5 relations are, so rishis have compiled all relations in 5. I repeat it. Dasya, Shant, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. I will take one by one in briefly. First is Dasya. Das means this bhav arises out of prem ras. In this bhav, devotee loves God either out of respect or with sense of greatness. In this bhav, the devotee considers himself as a servant of God. Das means servant. Like Hanumanji. Hanumanji always he says, I am proud because I am the servant of the Lord Sri Ram. Dasoham Raghavendrasya, he gave statement in court of the Ravan. When he was asked by Ravan, who are you? Very bravely, very clear. He made a statement. He said, I am the servant of Lord Ram. Dasoham. Like Hanuman and Ram, there is a relationship. You can call it Dasya. Another means Shant. Another one is Sant. Sant means the quiet. Quiet. In this bhav, the mind of the devotee is free from mundane thoughts. His mind is calm and full of knowledge, devoid of emotions. He is like ocean without waves. His mind is absorbed in God consciousness, like Uddhav. This is the Sant Bhav, quiet. The third one is Sakhya. Sakhya means, the translation is, Sakhya means the friendship. You can make friend God as a friend. In this bhav, the devotee considers the Lord as his equal in relationship, equal status. The devotee considers Lord as a friend. The devotee can not wear the separation with his friend. In Upanishads, it is said that Dva Bhimau Purushau Loke Charak Shakshadevacha Dva Suparna Sayuju Sakhayo. There were 2 friends, God and the individual soul. Like Arjuna. Arjuna is the best friend of the Krishna, and Krishna the best friend of the Lord. That is why Sri Krishna said, I am in my devotee's heart. I am. This statement is given by Lord. I am in my devotee's heart, and my devotees are in my heart. This is the, and then comes Vatsalya. Vatsalya means here devotee consider the Lord as a child, very child. The Lord appears before the devotee in the same relationship as the devotee desires. Here you can take an example like Yashoda. You can take an example of Kaushalya, Dasarath. They love God as a child. And last one is Madhurya. Madhurya. You can say that this is the highest development of the Bhakti. The devotee feels the love for the Lord just a lover. You can take an example like Radha, Sita, Lakshmi, any other. So Narad here saying, Nitya dasya nitya kanta bhajanatmakam. Narad took only two examples. A devotee should love only God. Nitya, always he servant or beloved one of the God. Now next one. 67. Bhakta ekantino mukhyaha. Bhakta ekantino mukhyaha. Bhakta ekantino mukhyaha. In the sutra, the words are Bhaktaha ekantino mukhyaha. See. Again, question is, who is the best disciple? Who is the best devotee? Who is the best devotee? Always in your mind, the question will come again and again. Who is the best devotee? There are so many devotees. Gita says there are 4 kinds of devotee. Artharthi, Arth, Jigyasu, Jnani. Who is the best quality of the devotion? This question was asked to Narad, and Narad replied, Bhakta ekantino mukhyaha. Mukhya means the great, the best. Best devotee is one who has heart to God, only for God, single-hearted. The one who does not know anything except God. There is no other. Ekantino. Ekantino means one, only one. Ek means one, only one. See, this topic is very, very common topic in devotion, in Bhakti Darshan. And we have discussed so many times. In previous sutra, Narad also discussed about Ananya. Narad here says ekantino. Ekantino means, in Upanishads there is a saying, ekam sad vipra bahudha vadanti. Sat, the reality is one. The reality is one. But according to mental level, there are so many forms, expression, modifications of the God, of the reality. In our scriptures, it is said there are 33 crores devatas. The reality is one. The same reality is in Vishnu. The same reality is in the Indra. The same reality is in the Shiva, Indra, moon, sun, galaxies, everywhere. The reality is one. The same reality, it manifests itself so many places. Sometimes it is Indra, Kuber, Varun, Ganpati, Durga. And these are the official devatas. There are so many unofficial gods also. And they all are good. Narad is saying all are good. But the best disciple is one who worship only consciousness. In Gita, Lord Sri Krishna gave a hint. Shuni chaiva sopakecha pandita samadarshina. Pandita means the great devotee. The one who see the cow, but who can understand the consciousness. The great devotee, what does? He can see the dog, but he can understand the consciousness. Shuni chaiva sopakecha. He can see diversities, but he can understand the one reality everywhere. Ekam sadvipra bahudha vadanti. So there are so many gods. And finally, our rishis made a system. They said there are so many gods, so many forms, so many modifications, and they made 5 great form of the God for worshipping. We call that Panchadeva Upasana. Panchadeva Upasana. 5 gods worshipping. These Panchadevas are Narad, Vishnu, and Shiva. Shakti means Durga, Surya, and Ganpati. These 5 devas, we call it Panchadeva. Panchadeva. But every deva, every god, they appears differently, but the soul is one. Ekam sadvipra bahudha vadanti. You worship wherever you want. You do puja wherever you want. Any form you can take according to your nature. Any form you can take. But you should understand reality. Bhakta ekantino mukhya. That is why in Gita, Lord Sri Krishna says, Jnani tuatmai vimematam. This person who understands the reality everywhere, this is my own self. Now, next one. Next one. Very beautiful sutra. Sutra number 68. Kanthavarudha romanchasrubhihi parasparam lapamanaha pavayanti kulani prithivim cha. I repeat. Kantavarodha romanch asrubhihi parasparam lapamanaha pavayanti kulani prithivim cha. Kantavarodha romanch asrubhihi parasparam lapamanaha pavayanti kulani prithivim cha. Very beautiful sutra, and we can call it new topic. The glory of the bhaktas, the glory of the devotees. You have studied so many times the glory of the God. But now, here glory of the bhaktas, glory of the devotees. Narad ji giving here some external signs of devotee. External. Kantavarodha romanch asrubhi. When two devotees meet, like when two businessmen meet, they talk about business. When this two sports person meet, they would talk about the sports. They would talk about their business. Two students meet, they would talk about their college, universities. If two devotees meet, they would also talk about only God. Parasparam lapamana. Their devotees are very sensitive. They are very sensitive. Because their heart is so pure. So pure. That is why when they talk each other, and their object is what? In Gita, Lord Sri Krishna says, Arjun, parasparam bhavayanta. Sri Krishna says, Arjun, with their mind fixed on me, with their life observed in me, enlighten each other and ever speaking of me, they are contented and delighted. Parasparam bhavayanta. When the two devotees meet and they talk about the God, and they become so overwhelmed. Because of that overblaming, Kantavarodha, their voice becomes choked. They could not speak a single word. Kantavarodha. They want to eagerly to express, to chant, to narrate glory of the God, but voice becomes choked. This choking of voice is so important, so important. It is so valuable than so many narrations. And when they talk each other, here standing on the end, Kantavarodha, romanch. Because that overblaming, every hair of the body becomes stand on the end. And the third one is asrubhi. Their tears start flowing from their eyes. These three external signs can be seen when they talk each other. When devotee talks with another devotee, three signs can be seen. And the one tear of the devotee, which has been fallen in love of the God, is more purer than any holy water. When we make purification anything, we put water of the Ganges. We chant some mantras. There are purification system. You can use earth for purification. You can use water for purification. You can use fire also purification. You can use air also purification. All nature is the system of the purification. All nature. All nature what does? Just purification. We pollute and nature purifies. We make pollutions and nature purifies it. Purifies it. Earth can purify something. Water can purify. Air, fire, space, every five. But water of the Ganges, but tear of the devotee, which has been fallen in love of the gods, it is more valuable. It cannot be compared with anything. We have been crying so many times to the world, all worldly things. But who cares? You have been crying, weeping. There we have cried for person or object, but who cares about your tears? But God is care. God cares about you. Pavayanti kulani prathavim cha, Narad ji saying here that devotee makes purification in his dynasty, his family. I remember the story of the Prahlad. When Lord Narsingha killed his father and said to Prahlad, "You ask any boon from me?" Prahlad says, "No, I don't want anything from you. I don't want." Lord tried so many times, but he denied. And finally he said, "Okay, if you want to give something to me, just I want a single thing. My father, who was your enemy, I want my father will get your place. My father will get heaven. It will not fall." Narsingha Bhagavan told, "Don't worry. You are in this family and Trishaptabhi Pita Putaha. In any family, there is a devotee of the God. Because of that devotee in this family, 21 generations becomes pure. 21 generations of the father and 21 generation of the mother. Both sides. One devotee can give them the heaven, make them pure." Narad ji says, "Pavayanti kulani," and prathavim cha, entire earth, not the family, entire earth. He is available for everyone. Now, next one. तीर्थी कुर्वन्ति तीर्थानि सुकर्मी कुर्वन्ति कर्माणि शास्त्री कुर्वन्ति शास्त्राणि. I repeat. तीर्थी कुर्वन्ति तीर्थानि सुकर्मी कुर्वन्ति कर्माणि सत्शास्त्री कुर्वन्ति शास्त्राणि. तीर्थी कुर्वन्ति तीर्थानि सुकर्मी कुर्वन्ति कर्माणि सत्शास्त्री कुर्वन्ति शास्त्राणि. Now, the glory of the devotee. Narad is saying, Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. The devotee makes holy place, holy place. Holy place, the place of pilgrimage. Like Tirth, Mathura, Vrindavan, Kasi, Ayodhya, Haridwar, Rishikesh, anywhere in this world, we consider that these places are holy places. The holiness of the holy place, how it happened? Not because of the God. God is everywhere. God is everywhere. God does not make holy place holy place. Every holy place has its own story. Story of a devotee. You can read that. If you go somewhere, holy places, there is a story. It would be like this. There was a devotee who did austerity and God appeared in front of the devotee and said, ask for boon, and so and so. So that place becomes pilgrimage point. Tirthi kurvanti, all holy places are because of the devotee. Not because of the God. God is everywhere. So tirthi kurvanti. That is why whenever you go any holy place, you just search, find out what had happened here, who devotee was there here. You will find that. Tirthi kurvanti, sukarmi kurvanti karmani. And before, when this person was not great devotee, he was a common man. So every common man should follow instructions of the Vedas. This is dharma, this is path, this is sin, this is not sin. You have to listen to scriptures. Sukarmi kurva karmani kurvanti. There are your duties. You do this, you don't do this. But for this devotee, Narad said, there is no any rule. Whatever he does, it becomes good work. Whatever he does, it is an action of punya. Sukarmi karmani kurvanti. He accepts everything. Whatever he does, God accepts. See, very interesting thing. Between God and devotee, there is a mutual understanding. Whatever God does, devotee accepts. And whatever devotee does, God accepts. So see, so wonder, so beautiful system, so beautiful understanding between both. Whatever God does, devotee says yes, okay. And whatever devotee does, God says okay. I remember a story, very, very beautiful. I would like to share with you in short time. Story is very big, but I will make it short. Once it happened, Radha was in bridge. Krishna was living in Mathura. Radha was waiting. Unlimited time has gone. And Krishna said, I will come. But he didn't. I see, Vrindavan and Mathura, there is no much distance. But Lord Krishna did not go back. Not only Krishna, even gopis, gopas, and other Brijavasi, they also did not go to Mathura. They could have gone, but no. So this struggling was going on. Once a friend of the Radha said to the Radha, she said, "Oh Radha, Krishna always listen to you. If you say to Krishna, come to bridge, he must come. He must come. So you say simply, and you are waiting. Just say one time and see, Krishna will come here. Krishna must come here." Radha said, yes, I know. Yes, I know. If I say Krishna must come, I know that. That is why I am not saying. That is why my thought comes later. Krishna works first. The action, Krishna comes first, then I think. First Lord does. And whatever Lord does, I say, yes, it should be done. Whatever Krishna does, I think this should be done. This must be done. That is why Krishna listened to me. So this is the relation between understanding between devotee and the God. Whatever God does, devotee accept. And whatever devotee does, God accept. God cannot deny. Sukarmi karmi kuruvanti. Whatever devotee does, it becomes meritorious. Satshastri kuruvanti sastrani. And Narad says that devotee makes alive scriptures. We have scriptures, but these scriptures are not alive for us. You open the Google, everything is there. There are Vedas, Upanishads, Gita, Smriti, everything is there. But what is used? Can you use that? There are scriptures. They are not meaningful to us. The devotee, when devotee comes between us and the scriptures becomes alive. Scriptures live through the devotee. Sashastri kuruvanti sastrani. And now last one. Tanmayah. Very, very beautiful and very short sutra. Very, very short in aphorism. Tanmaya. Only that. Only that. For devotee, there is nothing else, only God. I remember a very, very, very beautiful saying of Kabir. Kabir said, जब मैं था तब हरि नहीं, अब हरि है मैं ना. He says, when I was means I was with ego. I am this, I am that. That time there was no God. And now I dissolve into God. I am not present. Only God is here. Ab Hari hai na, and now only God is living through me, through this body. God is living, God is watching, God is doing everything. Kabir has gone. So devotee has gone. Devotee has no existence. Just God is there. Tanmaya, only that. Wherever he sees, God is everywhere. Like when you put a red glass, everything will appear in red color. If you wear green glasses, everything appears like green. So, same, the devotee has vision of the God. His vision is covered by the God. Wherever he sees, whatever he does, whatever he thinks, nothing apart from the God. Tanmaya. In very short time, I would like to tell one more story. The story is like this. Once it happened, a great devotee of the Lord was narrating the Lord Ram Katha. And it is had said, wherever Ram Katha happens, Hanumanji would go there in different forms. Any form he can take. In original form, he cannot go because there may be chaos. But he must go. Everywhere. So once it happened, Katha was going on, and the devotee was narrating the story of the Lord Ram. The story was about Lanka. So the saint was saying, when Hanumanji reached to Ashoka Vatika, and there were white flowers in Ashoka Vatika, Vatika means garden, the garden of the Ravan. So Hanumanji saw there are white flowers. Hanumanji was listening. He stood up. Hanumanji says, no, you are telling lie. The saint says, who is that person? Why are you disturbing the Katha? Hanumanji said, I am Hanuman. He said, it makes no difference who are you. I am asking why you are making disturbance in the Katha. Hanumanji says, you are telling lie. I am the Hanuman. I saw there were red flowers, not white. He said, no, sit down. Sit down. Hanumanji sat down because Katha was going on. And finally, when discourse was finished, Hanumanji caught the saint. He said, now I will not leave you. You are telling lie. You have to make it clear. In Ashoka Vatika, their flowers were red. He said, no, flowers were white. They engaged in debate. Finally, Hanumanji said, okay, if you are not agree with me, I will take you to Lord Ram. And the saint was taken to Lord Ram by Hanumanji, and Hanumanji says, say to Ram, see, this devotee making lie with people, he is saying in Ashoka Vatika, their flowers were white. And I saw flowers were red. Ram said, Hanumanji, actually flowers were white. Hanumanji says, oh, now see, You were not there. This saint were also not there. I was there. And I am not good. I am not proof. I am not authority. Ram says, Hanuman, yes, you was there. You were there, but problem was that with you were so angry with Ravan, Kumbhakarna. And because of that anger, your vision was covered. Your eye becomes red. And wherever you see, wherever you saw, everything becomes like red. And Hanumanji said, oh, yes, this is right. I didn't think so. I was so angry. So anger covered vision and everything appeared in red. The vision of the devotee becomes covered with the God, and wherever he sees, wherever he experiences things, everything becomes in divine form. Tanmaya. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Sankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyoma Vadavyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.